Stephen, in our last few programs, you told a fascinating story, first of all, of how scientists discovered that our universe had a beginning. Folks, if you missed that, just go back online, you can watch it. Then you talked about why that discovery supports a God hypothesis, that God really exists and is involved in our world. Today we're going to look at a second discovery that is bringing the God hypothesis back into currency today among some of the most prominent scientists of the last century. One such example is the famed Cambridge University astrophysicist Fred Hoyle. He started out as a very staunch atheist, and then he changed his mind based on the discoveries about the origin and structure of the universe, what's ironical, that he himself made. Hoyle discovered something known as the fine tuning of the universe. So Stephen, can you first describe what exactly physicists mean by fine tuning, and give us a couple examples of it?
Yeah, absolutely. Physicists have discovered that there are very important fundamental parameters, physical parameters of the universe that must fall within very precise ranges or within slight tolerances, such that if those parameters were a little bit outside those ranges, by even a little bit, life would not be possible. We couldn't get stable galaxies, we couldn't form planetary systems around those galaxies. In some cases, we couldn't even get basic chemistry off the ground. Anything more than hydrogen atoms would be impossible unless you get these parameters just right. So oftentimes physicists talk about a Goldilocks universe, where the fundamental forces are not too strong, not too weak. The force that causes the expansion universe is not too strong or too weak. The masses of the elementary particles are not too heavy, not too light. The speed of light is not too fast, not too slow. Everything falls within this sweet spot.
Everything is just right.
Just right, as in the Goldilocks and the Three Bears story. One physicist, Luke Barnes, a physicist from Australia, who's written a very important book called The Fortunate Universe. And he's emphasizing this very just right character of all these different physical parameters. So a couple examples. The force of gravity turns out to be very important. If it's a little bit stronger, then the stars would burn up too quickly, and we would never get the heavy elements that form within the stars. If it's a little weaker, the atoms within the stars wouldn't overcome electromagnetic repulsion and would never form into heavier elements that are needed, for example, carbon. Another example is the mass of the quark, one of the elementary particles. A little lighter, bad result, a little heavier, bad result. And in each case, the ranges in which the sweet spot resides are extremely small in relation to the possible range of values or strengths of these parameters.